You can shed 3 pounds of stubborn bloat in just 72 hours simply by deleting one healthy label from your shopping cart. Most people treat the word food as a vague suggestion, but biology defines it strictly as fuel for your tissues to repair and your cells to thrive. If a product sitting in your pantry doesn't actively support the growth of your cells or give you steady energy, it isn't nourishment. It is a chemical simulation. Ultra-processed items are essentially biological intruders that force your body to work overtime just to process them. They aren't just empty, they are actively draining your internal battery. This is why you feel a mid-afternoon slump that coffee can't fix. You are essentially starving your body while feeling full. Real, bioavailable fuel contains the essential building blocks your system craves. When you remove the fake stuff, your biology starts to reset. Your hunger signals begin to align with your actual needs, and that heavy, sluggish feeling starts to vanish. You likely feel like your willpower is the problem when a diet fails, but your biology is actually fighting a war against ingredients designed to bypass your fullness signals. These manufactured items are engineered in labs to make you crave more. Therefore, the harder you try to resist, the more your brain demands the next hit of synthetic starch. You keep choosing the low-fat version because the box tells you it's a smart move, but the hidden inflammatory oils used to replace that flavor are quietly sabotaging your metabolic health from the inside out. You aren't failing. The industry is just better at hacking your dopamine than you are at fighting your hunger. If you keep ignoring these chemical triggers, your body keeps locking away its energy reserves. Therefore, the only way to win is to stop playing the game entirely. Choosing whole sources is the only way to truly regain control over your appetite.
You possess a body that functions like a high-performance engine, yet you keep putting low-grade chemical fuel in the tank. To understand true health, you must look at how food repairs your cells. Your body requires essential fats and proteins to survive. Therefore, these are the non-negotiable building blocks of your day. Surprisingly, your body does not require a single gram of carbohydrates to function optimally, even if the food pyramid suggests otherwise. You can thrive entirely on high-quality nutrients that support tissue growth and hormonal balance. When you prioritize these essential elements, you move away from simple calories and toward actual structural repair. Your cells crave minerals and amino acids, yet you keep giving them lab-made sugars. Therefore, shifting your focus toward bioavailable nutrients will force your system to stop storing excess weight and start utilizing energy properly. You are built to burn fat, not just store it. You might think beef is the enemy of a clean diet, but high-quality grass-finished meat is actually one of the most potent tools for healing your digestive lining. It is packed with glutamine, which acts like a soothing balm for an inflamed gut. Therefore, consuming it can significantly lower your systemic inflammation. You often hear that plant-based nutrients are the only source of good stuff, but grass-finished beef holds a hidden treasure of phytonutrients that grain-fed alternatives completely lack. When the animal eats the right diet, you consume the benefits of that biological diversity. You aren't just eating protein, you are gaining access to a complex nutritional profile that supports your muscles and your mood. Therefore, ditching the mass-produced, soy-fed options is the smartest swap you can make today. This is the foundation of restoring your energy levels. Your cells will finally have the raw materials they need to function at full capacity. You have likely been overlooking the one food group that acts as a shortcut to mental clarity and lower inflammation: wild-caught fatty fish. It is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that your brain and heart beg for. Therefore, including it even twice a week can drastically change how your skin glows and your focus sharpens. If you find this guide helpful, please like the video to signal to your own brain that you are taking your health seriously. Subscribe so you never lose this roadmap to a better body. Shellfish, like oysters and clams, are also quiet giants in the nutrition world, packing massive amounts of zinc and trace minerals into tiny, delicious packages. You are giving your immune system a massive boost with every single bite. Therefore, expanding your plate to include the ocean's bounty is the ultimate strategy for longevity. Your body is listening, so start giving it the premium fuel it deserves. You probably know eggs are a breakfast staple, but you might not realize they are the absolute best medicine for a sluggish or fatty liver. They contain high amounts of choline, which acts like a chemical housekeeper that clears out gunk from your liver cells. Therefore, eating them daily is a massive upgrade for your metabolic health. You might worry about cholesterol, but your body needs these healthy fats to build hormones that keep your metabolism humming along. Think of the yolk as a concentrated multivitamin that nature designed specifically to kickstart your day. You are not just filling your stomach, you are fueling your endocrine system. Therefore, focus on high quality, pasture raised options to ensure you get every drop of that nutritional goodness. When you treat your kitchen like a pharmacy, you rarely need to rely on outside help for your daily energy. Your morning ritual is where the transformation actually starts.
You think you are being careful by avoiding sugar, but the silent killer in your kitchen is almost certainly the bottle of vegetable oil sitting on your shelf. These oils are highly processed and trigger a firestorm of inflammation throughout your entire system. Therefore, they are the number one cause of internal damage that you cannot see. You might believe the label says heart healthy, but that is just marketing trying to distract you from the biological stress these seed oils place on your organs. They compete with healthy fats in your cells, making it impossible for your body to burn stored fat efficiently. Therefore, clearing your pantry of these chemical agents is more important than counting any number of calories. If you want your weight to drop, you must stop putting this fuel in your tank. Your waistline will notice the difference within days of making this simple, crucial switch. You are home to trillions of tiny workers that determine your mood, your weight, and your skin health. Therefore, if you aren't feeding them the right fiber, you are effectively starving your own immune system. Fermented foods like sauerkraut and kimchi are the easiest ways to reseed your gut with powerful, helpful microbes that eat the junk you don't want. You might think these are just fancy side dishes, but they provide 10 times the nutrients of raw vegetables while being much easier to digest. The science is clear. A healthy gut equals a clear mind and a lean frame. You aren't just eating for yourself, you are eating for your entire internal ecosystem. Therefore, adding a small scoop of fermented goodness to your meal is the fastest way to fix your digestion. Your body will stop fighting itself and start working with you. This simple change unlocks a level of health you never thought possible. You don't need a complicated plan to see results. You just need a repeatable system that prioritizes real food over factory inventions. Start your day with high-quality protein and healthy fats to stabilize your blood sugar before you even leave the house. Therefore, you will avoid the afternoon crash that leads most people to grab a sugary snack. Midday, focus on leafy greens and high-quality sea salt to keep your minerals topped off and your cells hydrated. For dinner, pair your wild-caught fish or grass-finished beef with a small portion of fermented vegetables to feed your microbiome. You are stacking the deck in your favor by choosing these dense, bioavailable options. If you get hungry between meals, drink water or reach for a handful of nuts that you have soaked overnight to remove anti-nutrients. Consistency is the only bridge between where you are now and the body you want to inhabit. You now possess the knowledge to change your biological trajectory. Prioritize grass-fed beef for gut repair, wild-caught seafood for brain health, eggs for liver function, and fermented vegetables for your internal ecosystem. By removing synthetic starches and inflammatory seed oils, you are clearing the path for your body to finally burn fat as fuel. Like this video to tell your brain you are officially committed to this change. Subscribe to lock in this roadmap to a better body. Share this with someone you love, because being the person who gives this life-saving info to a friend makes you a literal lifesaver. This information could save someone from years of chronic pain or unnecessary surgery. You have the power to change your future with every single bite you take, starting today. The only thing standing between you and a totally new version of yourself is the next meal you choose to eat.